If you are a foreigner thinking about buying property in Kenya, the legal side matters just as much as the apartment itself. Buying property in Nairobi costs more than just the listing price. And these are the expenses most people don't talk about. A lot of people see a property online, convert the price into US dollars, and think that's the total cost. But just like buying a home in the United States, there are additional expenses that come with closing the deal and getting the property ready to use. So today I'm going to break down some major costs buyers should plan for. Quick disclaimer, this video is based on my personal experience and research and is intended for educational purposes only. It is not financial, legal, or tax advice. That being said, to make this easier to understand, let's use a simple example. So imagine you're purchasing a newly built apartment in Nairobi for approximately $75,000 to $100,000. Now, that's on the higher end, but it's depending on, the neighborhood, amenities, and the developer. But think of the listing price as the sticker price on a car. It's important, but it's usually not the final amount that you'll spend. Purchase price. The purchase price is the amount that the developer or seller is asking for the apartment. This is the number you'll actually see advertised online, but here's what many first-time buyers don't realize. The purchase price is only the starting point. So just like when buying a house in the United States, there are additional costs before you can actually receive your keys. So let's take a US comparison. If a home is listed for, let's say, $350,000 in Atlanta, well, maybe outside of Atlanta, but I'm just saying, don't just show up with exactly $350,000 and walk away. There's still closing costs, attorney fees, inspections, taxes, and other expenses. Property purchases in Kenya or similarly. Cost number 2, legal fees. So as I mentioned in part 3 of this series, one of the smartest investments you can make is hiring a qualified real estate attorney. Your attorney helps review contracts, verify ownership documents, conduct due diligence, identify potential legal issues, protect your interests throughout the transaction. Think of your attorney as your personal bodyguard for the transaction. Their job is to make sure you're actually buying what you think you're buying and that there aren't any surprises hiding in the paperwork. Overseas buyers, this step is especially important because you're often relying on documents and information from thousands of miles away. Cost number 3, stamp duty and government fees. In Kenya, buyers are typically responsible for certain government fees during the transfer process. One of the most significant is stamp duty. Think of stamp duty like transfer tax. It's a fee paid to legally transfer ownership from seller to buyer. Many first-time buyers focus only on the apartment price and forget to budget these government-required costs. It's similar to paying recording fees, transfer taxes, and other closing costs when purchasing property in the United States. Cost number 4, property management or local support. If you're buying property while living in the United States, you'll likely need someone on the ground in Kenya at some point. Okay, so this could include property managers, trusted representatives, maintenance coordinators, cleaning services, guest support, and short-term rentals. Imagine owning an Airbnb in Nairobi while you're sitting at home in Atlanta. If a guest locks themselves out at midnight, clearly you're not hopping on a flight to Nairobi because they're gonna be out there a long time. Someone has to be there to help them. If an appliance breaks, someone has to coordinate repairs. If a guest checks out, someone has to inspect and prepare the apartment for the next booking. That support often comes with additional monthly costs. Cost number 5, furnishing and setup. This is one expense that surprises many buyers. A beautiful empty apartment is still an empty apartment. If you plan to use this property as short-term rental, you'll likely need furniture, appliances, kitchen supplies, bedding, decor, Wi-Fi setup, smart locks, televisions. Think about moving into a brand new apartment with nothing inside except walls and floors. Everything guests expect to use has to come from somewhere. I mean, those costs can add up quickly. Number 6, unexpected or miscellaneous costs. No property purchase is completely free of surprises. So, you may encounter minor repairs, extra setup expenses, additional documentation costs, utility connection fees, travel expenses, travel expenses related to the purchase. This is your just in case category. Something almost always costs more than expected, takes longer than expected, or requires an extra step you didn't anticipate. Because I haven't actually moved in my apartment yet, these are all the things that I'm preparing for in advance. So having a cushion in your budget can make this entire process much less stressful. One of the biggest lessons I've learned during my own property journey is that the listing price is only a part of the story. Life happens, so you may have things going on in the States, that may impact your journey to purchasing property in Kenya. The more you understand the full cost of ownership up front, the fewer surprises you'll face later. A well-planned purchase can help you make better decisions, stay within budget, and enjoy the process a lot more. Are you considering buying property in Nairobi or somewhere else in Africa? Let me know in the comments where you're interested in buying. And I don't mean like within the next year or 2. I mean, it could be 5 years from now. But you have to start somewhere. And if you'd like help planning your budget, be sure to download my free property cost planning checklist linked below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with someone you know who may be interested in investing in Africa, traveling to Kenya, or relocating to Kenya. You never know. Thank you for joining. Bye.